Good morning. Good morning, children. Good
Good
morning.
morning, ma'am.
Morning, ma'am.
Okay. Today we have two periods, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So first period we will do our introduction to graphs, and second period we will do revision.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So all of you be ready with your graph paper, graph book,
Ma'am,
and
now we are studying.
graph, graph. Now graph. Okay. So last day we discussed, we drew four small graphs, isn't it? Four lines we draw. Huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. These four, not this. I think these four graphs we have drawn the, last
Yes,
day.
ma'am.
Four,
Yes,
last one also W 2 6 that we did. 3 5 5 3 and 6 to this one. Last one, please check.
Yes, ma'am. This
Yes, ma'am.
also we have done.
Okay, okay, good. Okay. Now, next one is
Okay, 1 minute, ma'am. Ma'am, that fourth, I did not write that question. Can
right.
I write that?
Right. Next one second. Let me take the graphs. Graph is this. Okay. See, children, listen. Consider the, listen, all of you. Write a question. All of you write a question.
I'm in the graph or the
Graph. Plot the following points on graph. Plot. Write the question.
Ma'am, this
Plot.
question we did right.
Which one?
Ma'am, that four graphs.
Not that.
Okay,
Write
ma'am.
a question. Plot the following points on graph. Here I cannot take the graph. Plot the following points on graph. The points are 0, 7, points are 0, 0 7, 0 7, A, B 0 3, C 0 6, D 0 4. All of you plot these 4 points on a graph. You take half of the graph paper. Take half only.
Okay, ma'am.
Plot 0 7, 0 3, 0 6, 0 4.
ma'am, D what D?
D is, 1 second, 0 4. 0 4.
Now can we do it?
Do it. Then join the line AD. Join AD.
Okay.
Did you mark?
1 minute, ma'am.
This is x, y, x, y. This is 0, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. First point is 0, 7. X 0, 0, 7. Second point 0, 3. Third point 0, 6. Fourth point 0, 4. This is B, C, D, 0, 4. Now join these 4 points, join it. This is the line, draw this line. Okay. All of you did that? Up to this, okay, all of you?
Ma'am, 1 minute, ma'am.
1 minute, ma'am. We are
Okay.
Mom, Binav asks if this is revision.
No. Our points are 0, 0, 7, 0, 7. This is 0, 7, 0, 6, 0, 4, and 0, 3. Is it over? And Leah, is it over?
ma'am, after.
After, okay, now listen all of you, listen to the board. We have plotted 4 points, 0, 7, 0, 6, 0, 3 and 0, 4. Okay, and what are the x coordinate of these 4 points, Shivanya? What are the x coordinate of these 4 points?
Ma'am, 0.
0, because x coordinate means the first one is x coordinate, the second one is y coordinate. For all these 4 points, the x coordinate are 0. And Shivanya, where these points lies on
Ma'am, the y-axis.
y-axis. All the points are lies on y-axis and their x coordinates are 0, which means for all points on y-axis, the x coordinate is
0.
0. Very important point. For all points on y-axis, the x coordinate is 0. Okay, understood all of you how it comes? Okay,
Yes,
we can see that when we plot the points in which x coordinate is 0, those points lies on y-axis. So we can generalize for all points on y-axis, the x coordinate will be 0. So you write all the given points all the given points lies on y-axis their x coordinates are 0, their x
Ma'am, can we write it in that graph book itself?
book itself after the question there itself
Ma'am,
you can
down or on the side?
after the question down you can write.
Okay.
Below the question you can write. Okay, their x coordinates are 0. Therefore, for all points on y-axis, the x coordinates are 0. And put this in a cloud. Highlight this sentence because Whenever you are passing through this section, you must read. So for that, highlight that point. For all points on y-axis, the x coordinates are 0. Very, very important point. For all points on y-axis, the x coordinates are 0. Okay, over.
Ma'am, 1 minute. Ma'am, it is not coming in my screen. It is slow.
Okay, okay.
Ma'am,
If
so
you,
can
if
you
I will read, I will read. First point, did you write all the given
Yes,
points
ma'am.
lies on y-axis? Second point, their x coordinates are 0. Third point, very important point, for all points on y-axis, for all points on y-axis, the x coordinates are 0. For all points on y-axis, the x coordinates are 0. Now, the same graph, you can draw one more, same graph paper, same side, you can do one more problem. That one, plot the following points. Plot the following points. P, P 50, Q 10, R 40, S 30, 3.5 comma 0. S is 3.5 comma 0. This is R. Okay, plot these points, PQRS. P50, X, Y, 0, 5, this is A, no, this is 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, first point is 50. X-axis 5, y-axis 0. So it is 50, P. Q10, this is Q, 10. R40, this is
Ma'am,
R.
I have drawn up to 6. We should draw
No
up to.
problem, 60. Okay, you can take one more, T. No problem, no then. S is 3.5. 3.5 is this, S. 3.5 comma 0. 3.5 comma 0. Now you can join those points.
Ma'am, in my screen it's coming very slowly. Whatever you are writing.
Maybe because of
Ma'am, I
network.
also. Ma'am, I also.
Because of network problem. Because of slow network it is. Anyway, you join just like our previous question. Plot these points and join it. PQ. Plot the points and join those points.
Ma'am, it is T, right? T60.
T60. T. T60. Krishnaveni, is it over, Krishnaveni? Okay, Krishnaveni. All the points lies on x-axis. So first point you can write all the given points. Given points lies on x-axis. And Krishnaveni, what are their y coordinates? Y coordinates of the given points are 0. Their y coordinates are 0. Y coordinates are 0. So Krishnaveni, how can we generalize like our previous question? For all points on x-axis, the y coordinates will be 0. Understood? For all points on x-axis, right? For all points on x-axis, for all points on x-axis, the y coordinates will be 0. The y coordinates will be 0. Highlight it using some other. Very important point. This also very important point.
Ma'am, can you show the first point?
It is there on the first point means
Ma'am,
question. For this question, it is
yes,
there.
ma'am.
It is there on the board. All
Ma'am.
the given points are lies on x-axis. It is there on the board.
No, okay, ma'am. Ma'am, I am not able to zoom with it.
Okay.
I can show that question bracket 6.
T60.
Can you show that?
The whole question.
Yes, ma'am.
50, 10, 40.
I mean, my screen is coming only slow. It also
Okay.
still is stuck. That's it.
I will, if you want, I will read the quiz, point. You want?
Okay, ma'am.
P50, right? P50, Q10, R40, S 3.50, S 3.50, T60.
Okay, ma'am.
And that for all point that we have to mark.
Yes, highlight that.
Okay.
Very important point. So for all points on y-axis, x coordinate will be
0.
y-axis, x coordinate 0. X-axis, for all points on x-axis, which coordinate will be 0?
Y
Yeah.
coordinate.
Y coordinate. For y-axis, x coordinate 0. For x-axis, y coordinates will be 0. Understood all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now next we are going to draw some application problems. Okay. So before that, we have explained one electricity bill and a consumption of electricity in the beginning of this chapter, isn't it? Did you remember that? We have explained the electricity and electricity bill and the consumption of electricity. We have explained that example. Okay. So see, when we use more electricity, the bill will be more, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
When we use more electricity, bill will be more. When we use less electricity, the amount of bill also will be very less. So the amount of bill depends on what?
Ma'am, the electricity
The
used.
consumption of electricity. The amount of bill depends on the consumption of electricity. Here, the consumption of electricity and amount of bill both will change, isn't it? The amount of the consumption of electricity units, electricity we will say units. This month, suppose we are using 1,000 units. Next month, maybe it is 1,500 units. Next month, maybe it is 800 units. It may vary from month to month, it will vary. So, the consumption of electricity also will vary. The same way, the amount of bill also will vary. Both are variable. Varying quantities known as variable, like our X, Y, Z, all are variables we have studied. So here, consumption of electricity is a variable, and electricity bill also variable. But the amount of electricity bill depends on what?
Ma'am, the
Dep-
consumption of
consumption
electricity.
consumption consumption of electricity bill. So here the bill depends on the consumption of electricity. Okay. So in this case, the bill amount of bill is dependent variable, and the consumption of electricity is, or unit of electricity is independent. That we can use whatever we think. Okay. In one month it will be 1,000 or 1,500 or 800. Okay. And but as it varies, as the consumption of electricity varies, the bill also varies. Okay. So according to the consumption of electricity, the bill varies. So here the bill is dependent variable and consumption of electricity, both are variables, but one is dependent variable, other one is independent variable. Okay. Now, one more example I will give you. Use of petrol and cost of petrol. Suppose we have a car. When we use the car more, the cost of petrol for each month will be more. In month of January, when if you use, suppose we are travel to one tourist place. So it will be that month, the consumption of petrol will be more. So that month's petrol bill will be also more. And suppose for June, because of rainy season, we won't go anywhere. So that month, the consumption of petrol will be less.
Route.
Accordingly, the consumption, the amount of petrol bill also will be less. Here, the petrol bill depends on the amount of petrol used. So, petrol bill is a dependent variable, and the amount of petrol used is a independent variable. Okay. Now, we are going to draw some graphs connecting this dependent variable and independent variable. Okay. So, write the first question. Draw the graph of draw the graph of draw the graph of 1 second. Draw the graph of number of apples, number of apples, number of apples, number of apples, cost in rupees, cost in rupees. I think it will be somewhere here. This is the question. It is the exercise 15.3, first question. Write this. Draw the graph of Only that much is enough. Draw the graph of cost of apples. Number of apples and cost in rupees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
We don't need to draw the distance travel.
Hmm? What, Mithun?
Nothing, ma'am.
Write the first question.
Ma'am,
Hmm?
ma'am, B also we have to write distance travel by a car.
No, after drawing the first one, we will do the second one.
Okay, ma'am.
Number of apples, cost. Now you can start drawing. Draw x-axis, y-axis. X-axis you can take number of apples. Y-axis take cost.
Again,
Ma'am, can you zoom it?
Question you want?
Yes, ma'am.
Whose dog is barking?
I'm not
You.
my muted.
Hmm?
Ma'am, I am muted. Not
Muted. So somebody's, I think, whose it is?
Ma'am, Prarthana's house. Ma'am,
Prarthana.
my dog was barking.
You keep him some other room. Okay.
Ma'am, he's outside.
Outside. Okay.
Yes,
Close the door then. Now draw x-axis and
Ma'am, 1
y-axis.
minute, ma'am.
Okay.
I can share table once more.
Ma'am, in my screen is coming slowly. I cannot.
I will read the question. Number of apples, Mithun. Number of apples, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, ma'am.
First column, number of apples, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. First row, either in row or column you can write. Then cost. Cost in rupees. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Got the question, Mithun?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now draw x-axis and y-axis. X-axis we can take number of apples. Number of apples. Number of apples on x-axis we can take 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Ma'am, we have to leave one gap right between each bar.
No. Why we need to? No. 0. Here 0. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Okay,
6. This way. No need to leave bars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Y-axis 5, 10, 25. So that also we can take 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. This is Y. Here it is X. X. Now plot the points. For one apple, the cost is 5. So this is the first point. One apple cost is 5. For 2 apples, cost is 10. 3 apples, cost is 15. 4 apples, cost is 20. and 5 apples, cost will be 25. Now join these points. Join these points. Number of apples. All of you draw this.
Yes, ma'am.
So unit you can write x-axis 1 unit. 1 unit is 1 apple. Y-axis 1 unit rupees 5. Y-axis 1 unit is rupees 5. X-axis 1 unit is 1 apple. Over all of you. So take this second
Yes, ma'am.
question also. Question number B.
Ma'am, can we draw it in that same graph book?
No. For all this graph, you take different, because you can make the graph paper half. Then you can use, but not on the same x-axis and y-axis.
No, ma'am. If there's space below it, can we draw there?
That you can do. You can make your graph paper half. Upper part one question, lower part one question. That you can do.
Okay, ma'am.
Write the question. Distance traveled by a car. All of you wrote the question?
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, we can take in x-axis time taken in 1 hour.
Yes.
Okay.
1 unit, 1 hour. 1 unit, 1 hour. Yes. Question.
Yes, ma'am.
X-axis you can take time, 1 unit, 1 hour. Y-axis, because y-axis there is no need of writing 1 2. You can write 0, we can put a king, then you can write 6 6 7 8 9 10 11. If you have space you can write 1 2 3 etc 9. Otherwise you can do like this. And y-axis distance covered, that we will take a 10 20, or you take 20 40 20 40 in that way. 20 40 60 80 100 120. Maximum is 120.
60.
120. Distance in kilometers. This is distance. Distance in
60 is also there.
60 also there. 160 is there now. Oh, okay. So I will minimize it again. 140.
Ma'am, after 160, ma'am, like that we can write it 20, 40, 60, 80, 100 like that.
20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160. Distance in kilometer and x-axis time in hours. Now plot the points. First point is 6, 40, 6, 40, 7, 80, 7, 80, 8, 120, 8, 120. No, 80 is 640, 640, 780, 780, 9, 1, 8, 120, 8, 120, 9, 160, 9, it is 160. Join the points. X-axis 1 unit,
Ma'am, 60 or 40.
1 hour. Y-axis 1 unit, 20 kilometer. What, Alan, what do you ask? Somebody asked something. I can't hear.
Ma'am, 620 or 40.
6 is 40. Okay, 40 only. So 6 is 40. This one. 40, correct. I'm correct now. This is first. I draw in the middle line. That's why. Okay. You do it correctly. I draw the x-axis on the middle line. That's why. Here is x-axis. So this is 20, 40.
Ma'am, 1 unit is equal to 1 hour.
1 unit equal to 1 hour. 1 unit equal to 1 hour.
Then after that what?
Y-axis.
Ma'am.
1 unit equal to 20 kilometer.
Ma'am, next period is it revision.
Revision. Next period revision. Okay, shall we wind up our class, children? Our time is up. We will meet